The mention of performance appraisals probably brings a groan to most people, since it often reminds many of us of the bureaucratic task of writing details about our work or the work of people who report to us. However, in a course about sales performance measurement and reporting, it's important that it is discussed, since the appraisal remains one of the key evaluation pieces in most companies. There's been much debate and analysis about the use and value of performance appraisals. There are even some companies who've eliminated them completely. This is one of those situations where you need to work within the requirements of your company, while at the same time look for ways to improve the process. Candidly, I dread the job of writing on all of those corporate forms noting each person's strengths and weaknesses. However, I really enjoy the one-on-one time working with a colleague to pinpoint opportunities for growth and to congratulate them when milestones set for improvement are reached. Here are some of my thoughts and recommendations that have made performance appraisals less burdensome for me, and I think more of a positive experience for those I've worked with. 12-month plan. I once had a manager who reviewed my responsibilities and objectives at the start of the year. We never spoke about them again until 2 weeks before year end, when he would ask me to write up some updates for my performance appraisal. This is the classic example of why this type of evaluation doesn't work. It needs to be done much more regularly, in smaller doses, with an actual plan in mind. A quarterly discussion is certainly reasonable, but I think it can be integrated in with an overall management plan with your staff. It makes appraisals a moot point, since it's being done subtly throughout the year. Communication. We don't like to admit it, but in some cases, performance appraisals are done to force managers to actually communicate better with their staff. I don't like to think sales managers have this issue, but clearly some do. Communication is a critical element of the performance appraisal process. Coaching and training. I believe those who link coaching and training with performance management end up with appraisals that are so much more effective. It's a teamwork approach to develop career growth, motivation, and sales results that creates a bond between manager and the salesperson. Objectives. This needs to be done in partnership and not just handed out from the human resources or senior department management. A manager and salesperson can agree on key objectives to focus on, evaluate regularly, and celebrate when they've been achieved. Too often, objectives are seen as a negative chore rather than a positive task to help someone perform better. How we handle the performance evaluation and overall appraisal process is an important responsibility not just for the manager, but the employee too. It can be seen as a bureaucratic chore or what it's intended to be, and that's an opportunity to focus on enhancing the skills of each salesperson. When time and careful thought is given to the performance appraisal process, it all ties back to the most important measurement objective of increasing revenue and profits.